Alright YouTubers, Jordan Blakey Liver Flush Man here today with another recipe. This one's going to be different than the other ones. This one is a raw fruit pasta salad. Alright, and you can make it into a little soupy salad if you want to. It's up to you, alright? So here we go, come up with a little experimentation that I tried here. These are going to be our little zucchini, raw zucchini, pasta, the pasta, not the zucchini, the raw pasta. This is from the young coconut meat. Now I'll tell you how I discovered this as a kind of pasta thing was because I've been doing some recipes and I've been using the young coconut for different things, and what I found is every once in a while, say 1 in every 6 or 10 or so, like young coconuts would be really hard meat here, the fleshy part, and I couldn't, even with the spoon, I couldn't even get it started. I couldn't get it out. So I thought, hey, the only way to really get that meat part out, the fleshy part, would be to like cut it right in half, cut it open and take it out, and and get the stuff out. So I tried a couple experiments. I put in a product called orthophosphoric acid, which dissolves liver and gallstones and kidney stones and calcification of different endocrine glands, and see if that would dissolve it. I put in about 12 or 15 drops and filled it with water, then put it in the fridge for a couple days. It seemed to get a little bit softer, but not too much. And then I also I tried one with just water as well to have a control to see the difference, and they were about the same, the water or the water with the orthophosphoric acid. You could also try lemon juice, which dissolves the stones as well, or kombucha, different things. But water works good, because what I found was that the water softened it up enough you could probably still scoop it out with a spoon, but even better, that would still be really hard. So what I came up with this idea of cutting the young coconut in half like this and scraping out the insides. This pasta is especially good when you get these hard coconut fleshy part inside, otherwise that all goes to waste, and it makes an excellent pasta, alright, a raw pasta here, the young coconut. So I'll show you what else. The next thing I figured out here was I tried to think of what kind of tools could you dig that out in a nice way, and what I found was something similar to this. This is a little sifter here, a metal stainless steel sifter. And basically this is how nice this one works, as opposed to trying to cut it out with a knife or something. You just go in there and you insert it, and then you go strip down like this, right down to the end, and look, boom, you got your perfect little coconut pasta. Alright, and you want to be sure not to get any of these wood chunks that are on the side, so definitely wash it after, before you eat it. And check each piece individually. Make sure there's none of those really hard wood chunks in there. Okay, so boom, right here, boom, there's another one, really easy to do this. It's really simple, and you probably couldn't do it if you didn't soak the coconut for at least 24 hours in the fridge with water. Otherwise it would be too hard for this to insert. Alright, so there's that, and then I'll just briefly show you how I cut this young coconut open in half. It was quite the process, and it was not really necessarily that easy, but that was my first time. That was the first time trying it, so I'm sure it'll get easy, just like the first time you may have ever opened up a young coconut. It could have been difficult, or you might have got lucky and it was easy. But in any case, this is what I did here. You want to use a really sharp, strong knife. I think this one's a pretty good quality one. It's really strong at the handle here, because they can break. Opening the young coconut this way, not so much, but this way I'm going to show you how it uses a lot more force on the knife. Alright, and the knife is bending a lot. So first thing you can do is hand on one side there, 1, 2, 3, boom, get it started, and then push the knife in so it's up against this part, and then let me get it in, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, not quite, 1, 2, 3. There we go, we're in there now. And then just push down there like that. Even if you only get it that much is okay. Then go directly to the other side over here. The same thing directly on the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Get it in. 1, 2, 3. Alright, boom. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I'm still having a bit of difficulty. Okay, get it in there, and then boom, get her down. And then one more in the bottom here. 1, 2, 3 right there. Get her down the middle. And that might be enough. I could pry it open. Let's see. Almost. 1, 2, 3. Right in the right spot there. There we go. It's opening up now. There we go. So, you know, get the sides there, open her up, and then none of this goes to waste, and you can make this awesome coconut pasta. Alright, so there we go. And then you want to wash this up, and then the same thing, use your little sifter there that we talked about from before. One of these little guys here works good, or anything you can find that works good too. Alright, that does work good. And so we got this. We got the pasta from the young coconut. Let me just wash this up here quickly, and I'll just, like I said there, make sure there's no wood chunks. Alright, we're good to go. It only takes a second to check. Alright. Okay, so that's ingredient number 1, the pasta part. Alright, and then next, the famous other ingredient here that I use in a lot of these recipes, and again I'll repeat as before in my other recipes, this is a durian fruit, the favorite fruit of tigers, orangutans, and tigers, orangutans, and elephants, as well as raw fooders, as well as yogis and yoginis, as well as liver flushers. Alright, this is a lot of those kinds of healing practitioners, their favorite fruits, or one of them, one of the top ones out there. Right, so they're getting 1 pod of durian there. Alright, getting a pod of durian for this pasta fruit salad here. And then we're also going to put in something very interesting here. I wouldn't normally put that in with the fruit, but I got some of this, and this is the oyster mushroom, and this, on an energetic level in the body, for healers and stuff, this helps to deal with radiation and oil spills on the planet here, because this mushroom, the oyster mushroom, has been used to clean up oil spills around the planet, where there's major oil spills, and they plant these in the sand, and these digest the oil and turn it into clean, usable energy. So we're also going to use that in there. And then for some of the other fruits here, this here is I washed it in an apple pear, a cross between an apple and a pear. And really fortunately here, this one came to me for free as well, at no cost. My mom actually, in her backyard, has the pear apple tree there, and gave me dozens of these apples every year. She has tons of them on the tree. So I'm going to also throw that in. There's a beautiful gift. Alright, the pear apple. Boom, boom. Just cut her up into what size chunks you want. Another one here. Alright, we got the pear apple in there. And we're also going to put in some lemon juice as well. Kind of makes it for like a bit of a milk. Alright, and I mean, you can also blend some of this stuff up as well, but if you want it chunky like that fruit salad, like it could be a fruit salad or a soup, like a zucchini soup, or not zucchini, pasta. I'm just used to the zucchini pasta thing for the raw foods. Okay, and we're also going to put in here some blue energy connected to the throat chakra and the thyroid gland here. The organic Concord grapes here, put those in. They got amazing seeds inside too that are nice and crunchy and good for fiber and scraping the intestines. Then we also got red here, the root chakra. These are organic cranberries, and berries like especially the cranberries contain the highest source of natural iodine in the fruits. All right. And the iodine as well, it helps with the thyroid and the pineal and pituitary gland for chelating heavy metals, fluoride, lead, mercury, other heavy metals, as well as the calcification of those important higher chakra centers. So we got that. Then the lemon juice here, if you don't have like that, you could use this little sifter like this, and of course, or if you got a little hand juicer, the little ones you grind out, those work good too. If you got one of those, you know, preferably get a glass one if you can instead of the plastic ones. Otherwise, you know, if you can just do this too without that in an impromptu situation. I don't know if you can see that there. You just put your hand out like this and cup it around so and close it off so none of the seeds can get fall in. And that way you got your own sifter right there through your hands there. Alright, so that's really neat too. And at the end, I'm not going to do it now because it takes time, and you know, I want to make this video short. I also then take a spoon and get out all the rest of that good roughage of the lemon as well inside there. The lemons are alkalizing, they're oxygenating, they're electrolyzing, and high amounts of antioxidants, especially vitamin C. Then here we got the purple fruit. So we got all many colors of the rainbow in the chakra here. And the purple here, I mean the shell is purple, so it's got some purple energy, which is purple is very connected to the crown chakra as well as the third eye chakra. And this is the mangosteen fruit, which is you know, easier to find at Chinatown, in your city. The mangosteen and the durian, the big durian too. These don't come at most grocery stores or health food stores. Chinatown is your best bet for that, as well as this mangosteen. And the mangosteen is kind of a super fruit as well. Contains really powerful antioxidants, and it's got the white inside, so that is also a crown chakra color. So the purple and the white are both crown chakra colors. So this is very, very powerful for illumination of the crown chakra. Alright, so we got that in there, and that's a really sweet, excellent fruit. We also got some of these guys here I'm going to put in there, also available at Chinatown. I've had these quite a few different times, but I really forget their name. I can't remember what they're called. But these are really interesting fruit as well. The Chinatown will have all kinds of exotic fruits that, you know, you can discover and try them out and see what you like. Alright, this one here, basically you just take a little bite like that, crack it open, and it's kind of like a grape, but it's a little bit harder, and it's got an amazing little seed inside. And now I am actually drying these, and then I'm gonna sprout them and plant them inside, you know, inside parks and stuff like that. And I'm gonna do that with all these fruits that I'm getting, including the mangosteen fruit and all these exotic fruits, and that way, you know, these parks will have amazing fruit trees, exotic fruits, depending if they can live in the climate. But the best bet is to plant them in the spring to give them the best chance to grow and get strong before the winter comes, especially if you have snow or, you know, it gets really cold or whatever. But the neat thing is the goji berry here, another amazing fruit. It grows almost everywhere in the world. I just learned recently it's very hardy. So if you can get some goji berries, also the neat thing is once you have the goji berry tree growing, you can just cut off the branch and add it to a glass jar of water, and it'll actually root without any rooting powder or anything. And I actually I'm getting one in the next little while with somebody here that has a goji berry tree. So she was gonna bring me a little branch and root it in the water, and I'll get it started here. And the goji berry is so hardy, it grows in all kinds of conditions out there. So look, we got a little bit of these things, whatever they're called. if you're watching this video and you know what they're called, you go ahead and make a comment there. I don't remember the name of these guys, but they're much like a grape. Alright, so then also put in one more apple here. Alright, this apple here was also free as well, and it was growing in an orchard near our downtown city, but you know, out of the general, like near roads and stuff like that, still quite pristine, and you know, consider organic. None of it was actually sprayed. And that's the neat thing. You can find a lot of fruits if you go out, and especially once you catch on to it and you're looking for them, you find them everywhere you go, all over the place. There's fruit trees, and you could go and, you know, have pick enough fruit for like a week of eating, especially in the summer when they're really growing. And it's amazing. You can eat kind of wild just off of, even not too far out of your city and stuff like that. It's amazing. So another apple here, which contains the malic acid, which helps to break down and dissolve liver, gallstones, and kidney stones, and decalcify those glands. We're going to also add the aloe vera juice. This aloe vera juice helps to dissolve fibrin. Fibrin is is scar tissue formation in cells and all parts of different organs, stuff including fibrosis and cirrhosis of the liver is the scar tissue of the cells. So this is going to help dissolve that, as well as the lemon we put in is going to dissolve that, as well as apple cider vinegar will help dissolve that too. You can always put in a little shot of apple cider vinegar as well, because this contains a nice high concentration of malic acid, and green Granny Smith apples contain the highest concentration of that malic acid. Alright, we're also going to put in here the colloidal gold here. The colloidal gold and colloidal silver are very powerful colloids. That's the very small level, the colloids with the level of atoms and molecules, the colloidal gold, and the colloidal silver. So the colloidal silver is known to wipe out any virus known to man, including HIV/AIDS. Alright, so here we go. The colloidal gold resonates with the sun, and the colloidal silver resonates with the moon. Alright, so these are powerful products that help with healing of all kinds of levels. And the little thing here, we're going to add just a little bit of this one. This is a certified organic castor oil, hexane free. Alright, this is the high quality one. And just a little bit, like maybe 1 teaspoon or half a teaspoon that goes in there. The castor oil seed from the castor plant actually contains ricin, which is a powerful, what they call excitotoxin, which is considered a very extremely powerful poisonous toxic substance. But that is really not true about it, and you know, it's actually what it is. It's an excitotoxin for cancer cells. Those cancer cells, the ribosomes of the cancer cells get deactivated, and if you think about it, cancer, it attacks our DNA, you know, passes our immune system and actually attacks our DNA and creates fiber tissues, fibrin on the cells, and that kills the cells. And the aloe vera juice, as well as the other products, this dissolves that fibrin. All right. So the castor oil and that ricin that's on there is actually it's an anti-cancer. It's one of the most powerful anti-cancer agents, and the ricin, all right, involved in there. So after all this here, I mean, you can always add more things, but we're not going to get too crazy. But all things you can add, put a little, you know, Himalayan sea salt on there, a little bit of a Dead Sea salt, get a variation, just a tiny little pinch, you know, though you don't need it all. You know, it's already got all the iodine and minerals and nutrients in there, in the living form. This may not be as living as the actual fruits and stuff, even though they have amazing minerals and vitamins. Okay, so then here we're just going to finalize it here. I said you can make the salad or the soup. It's already got a little bit of juice in there from the things we used. but you could also call this a cereal, a cereal pasta, whatever you want. So we're gonna get the young coconut in there. I like the nice structured sweet water. 1, 2, 3, 3. Also the handle, if it's a little wet, that's another key there. Is you can always use something to grab the handle, so you got a better handle. And then 1, 2, 3, boom. It was a little bit high. I was right there. You want it about there because you want a nice big opening. All right, it just wanted to go back in that spot. So we'll go around here and try to get a nice big open. Go right around and connect up to the other side. And that's a neat thing. If you do start too early, you can just go around and then meet up over there. So the idea is, the bigger the opening you make, like that is perfect size there, then you can really get the spoon in there and you can get in there easier. Alright, then you take a little sip here, blessing the food and the structured coconut water. Pour the coconut water in. Boom, you got everything there. You can top it off a little bit of dehydrated goji berries. So sprinkle a little garnish on the top. And boom, you got it. That's it. Alright. You want to add anything else? There's all kinds of other things. We can add a little bit of spirulina here. Blue-green algae. Another superfood. Alright, all the vitamins and nutrients. And boom, let's add an oil here, hemp oil, with the essential fatty acids here for the health of the brain and heart, and lowering blood cholesterol, reduce the risk of heart disease of all kinds, strokes, heart attacks, high blood cholesterol. Macadamia nut oil, a variety of oils. And of course you can also throw in all kinds of nuts as well, pine nuts even. Let's do a little bit of pine nut, one nut in there, the pine nut, little garnish of pine nuts right there, extra protein. And one more here, we'll add the chia seeds. These ones contain a good amount of protein and a huge amount of fiber, a really powerful fiber that's going to clean out, as well as the flax seed, ground flax meal. More fiber, and you want to include fiber in your diet for the health of the intestinal tract, the digestive system, assimilation of food, the immune system, and for the production and secretion of bile in the liver. The fiber is important for that. And boom, there you have it. This is amazing. Look how colorful it is. This is a really amazing one right here. Check it out. So once you get used to a lot of these ingredients, especially these kind of condiments and stuff like this, then you can really start using your creativity and your own intuition to develop amazing recipes for yourself. So get you started on some good ideas here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jordan Blakey, the Liver Flush Man. We'll see you next time. Let me just taste one little taste of this here. Get a little taste. Right there, look at that. Boom, a little bit of color, everything in there. Alright, excellent. It's a beauty. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.